What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Sasscatt, and if you have not subscribed to my channel and be a part of this family, go ahead and do so. Click that subscribe button and that bell button because you want to be notified when I upload next. And of course, if you already like this look, give it a big thumbs up guys, because that's obviously the only way why I would know if you guys really liked it or not. But yeah, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also wanted to give a big thanks to everyone who actually voted on my Instagram, because one, I already know those are the people who support me. Two, because you guys obviously gave me more motivation and allow me to create looks for you guys. So this is what I came up with, and the poll was basically purple or blue or pink and yellow, the colors I was going to create for this tutorial. And obviously pink and yellow won, and which I was a little surprised because there's so many pink and yellow looks right now out there that I was kind of like, there's not a lot of purple and blue looks right now. So, well, not that I've seen, but I was still really happy that you guys voted, and which motivated me to create this look. I just wanted to mention guys that I do have a code with Sigma now, and I am so grateful. You guys don't even understand. Once I got contacted by them, it was like I felt like I was in a dream. Like that just pushed me 10 times harder to what I want to go for. And I was like right now I'm lost for words. I'm at loss for words right now. Like, it's just amazing, and I could finally give you guys a code, which is Sasscatt, clearly. Sigma has 2-year warranty on their brushes guys, which is something that's really amazing from a brush brand. I know Morphe doesn't have it, and I didn't know Sigma had it until I actually did research. And guys, their brushes are actually really good. I do use one of their brushes, which is the Kabuki brush, the F80 I believe, and I honestly am so in love with it because I used to use a sponge. Oh my god. Basically guys, I used the foundation brush F80 in this video, and I'm so in love. If you guys are struggling to find a really good brush brand that has warranty and will have your back if it breaks or shreds yeah, like the bristles fall out, they have your back guys. And I'm so happy that I have a code with them specifically, because they have 2-year warranty too guys, too. But without further ado, let's get into this video guys, because that's what you guys are here for. And let's get some strawberry lemonade up in. What's up guys, I am back with this time a summer look called strawberry lemonade look, and since you guys requested it, I am so excited to even create this, because every time it's like a requested look, it gives me more motivation to create it. And I do look really tired and crusty right now because I haven't been sleeping lately because of the heat, and when it's hot I really cannot sleep, especially because I don't have AC in my room. So your girl has been losing sleep, so please excuse my crusty ass. And your girl has her friend right here with a bunch of ice and the fan going on, so your girl should be good. I'm sacrificing for you guys. So if you hear the fan, I apologize about that too. So this video is going to be rude. I'm going to start with my foundation basically from start to finish, just because I feel like I've been doing some shortcuts here and there. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Plus Smooth. This has been a good friend of mine before I got darker, but you know, this is not my shade at the moment, so please excuse that. So I have a couple new products. I have this Sigma flat kabuki brush, the F80 brush. It's perfect for foundation since it is a flat brush. It honestly applies evenly and very smooth. This is a really good. What am I doing? I legit forgot primer. What is wrong with me? I'm gonna be starting off with the Smashbox water primer. Okay, so back to this brush. Honestly, I've been liking this brush lately. It reminds me kind of the Morphe Y6 gilded collection. I think I'm gonna be switching all my brushes to Sigma. Okay, but look how good that brush literally blended out my foundation. Like super smooth, no streak marks, nothing like that. No loose hair, anything. So moving on to concealer, I am using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, of course, which is my top favorite concealer ever. And if you guys have not picked it up, what are you doing with your life? Seriously? Because this is honestly the best concealer. So now I'm gonna move on to baking, and I'm gonna be using my Laura Mercier powder. I've been using it, guys, and I'm so in love with this powder. Why haven't I hopped on this powder before? I don't know, but maybe because it's too expensive, duh. So usually this is what I do. I let this area bake. I don't put some in my forehead yet, just because that's when I start doing my eyebrows. I know my process is probably a little weird for you guys, but to me that's how I do it. I feel most comfortable doing it this way. I don't know why, for some reason this is like the best way ever to me. So lately I've been loving the Powder Brow Duo by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've been looking at my past photos, and why didn't anyone tell me that my brows just look too thick? Because y'all are shady, whoever actually pretended to be my friend. And I love it because it just looks a lot more natural and not so Sharpie like. So I used this lighter shade here to fill in my front brows, and I go in lightly and start creating that line under my brows so I can create like a defined brow. So now I'm gonna be using this Wet n Wild flat brush to carve out my eyebrows. To carve out my eyebrows, I am just going to be using my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape, of course. So now that I'm done with my eyes, I'm going to be using the 35B Morphe palette, which is a popular palette of theirs because it has a beautiful range of colors. So I'm going to start with this pink shade. So I truly apologize, guys, about the fan noise in the background. I know it's pretty annoying, but I should have just done a voiceover the entire video. Anyways, I was going to melt if I didn't have the fan. But as you can see, I'm blending this pink eyeshadow because it's the only eyeshadow I'll be using. And I'm making sure that it's really packed in there to make it a little deeper. So now that I have the pink going on, I'm going to cut the middle of my crease, the middle of my lid. And I am going to use my Morphe M421 brush. So if you guys have not noticed, the way I apply my crease is basically I just apply it here, wherever I need to start, I guess, applying the crease. Applying the concealer. Oh, and then I look up. Clearly I just did that. I follow the outline of where the concealer ends. If you guys have hooded eyes, this is the best technique you guys can do. What you want to do to blend out the sides of the concealer, just take your pinky and just blend it. I'm going to be using the Stila Glitter and Glow in Sunset Cove, and this is going to be applied to the middle of my lid. And I'm just going to be using the same Morphe brush, which is the M421. So now that I applied the glitter, I am going to start blending the outer edges of this concealer / slash halo eye because I want everything to look nice and blended. So now I'm gonna move on to the lower lashes, and I am going to be using the yellow shade. So I'm taking this yellow shade over here, and I'm just using the Morphe eye set, which is the rose gold eye set. And I'm taking that pencil brush. So because I feel like this yellow is not so like bright, I'm going to dip into Sphere, which is from the Prism palette. So for the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to be using the Jumbo Eye Pencil, and I'm just using this Morphe M170-4SH brush, and I'm just grabbing that product with the brush. Then I'm going to apply it to the inner corner of my eye. Now with the same brush that I used to apply the white into my inner corners, I am going to be dipping into this yellow shade over here. Apply it in there. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Not yet. It looks more like a mustardy color, which I'm not liking at all. I'm not loving that. It looks like a mustard. Nope, I hate it. So I'm gonna apply that white one more time on top. So I'm gonna be adding the yellow shimmer shade in this palette, which I should have done in the first place, but dummy old me. So this looks 10 times better than what I was doing earlier. This eye does look a little weird without eyelashes and eyeliner, obviously, but once I put on that eyelashes, girl, the look would be complete. So I'm going to dust away the excess powder that's under my eye. So I went ahead and did the eyeliner off camera because that is one thing I cannot do on camera because I'm all up close to the mirror, which is something I really don't like because then it looks weird at the angle. But yeah, I apologize for that. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes. And just a side note, I started noticing something about this foundation, which I thought was like a really okay foundation, which now I'm really hating it because I can see that it leaves like a gray undertone to it. It looks like a gray undertone, which makes me look like I have a mustache, which I don't. I promise I don't have any hair there. And it just makes me look really odd, but for the sake of this video I'm gonna keep going with this foundation on. But sadly that foundation quickly turned into my enemy. For my mascara I usually just use the Tarte Lash Paint. So I'm gonna be applying the lashes by Morphe, which are called Temptation. And I just used this duo brush on adhesive with vitamins in dark. Lately, Morphe lashes have been my ultimate favorite just because they're very like wispy and just full. And when you walk into that building, you know I'm there because these lashes are bomb. So I'm going to be lining my waterline with this NYX Faux White in the shade Vanilla, and this is just a pastel yellow. So for my face, I am going to be using this bronzer by The Balm in the shade Tony. I like this bronzer because it has a really beautiful undertone and it makes all of us tan girls look really, really golden. So I'm going to carve out the bronzer, and every time you do this your cheekbone will always look a lot higher, which that's this is what you want, because if you do not carve, then you'll look a lot more like, your face will look a little bit less like tight and all like defined. So it'll basically make you look older type of thing, and then once it's higher, you look a lot more younger and fresh. Did take off the powder that I was baking with. I dusted it away, so now I'm just going to be applying this foundation powder just so I could give my face a little bit more color, because I feel like I have like a white cast to my face. So I'm just applying it. For my blush, I'm going to be dipping into Naked Urban Decay Flushed, and the blush is, oh my god, please don't tell me it cracked. I need to relax. So the blush is called Streak. It looks like all of them are called Streak. I don't know, but this is the palette that I am using. If you can see, it says Streak. It's not specific. So I'm just going to use that as blush. I think I dipped into it way too much. That's too much blush. I honestly don't like too much blush. I'm gonna need to diffuse that blush ASAP. Diffuse blush or any like bronzer, if you did it too much, I usually just dip into any translucent powder and I start dusting it on top of the product. Okay, so that's a lot better than it was before. So before I apply highlight, I apply my setting spray, and this is by Morphe. Okay, so for my highlight lately, I've been loving the Nicole Guierrero Glow Kit palette, and I've been using Glow Getter, which is this one right here. And once I've applied my highlight, I like to go over it with a sponge, and it has to be already damp in order to make it look like it's blended. For the lips, I am going to line my lips first with this LA Girl lip liner in Natural Cream. And because this look really could use a little bit of gloss, I honestly think this would be the best pair, which is the Butter Gloss or the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But because I don't want to waste product of the Fenty Gloss Bomb because it's too bomb, honestly, I'm just going to use the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in Fortune Cookie. That is honestly it, guys. Thank you so much for staying until the end of this video. If you have stood until this end of this video, I really truly appreciate it. And whoever requested this yellow and pink look, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I honestly am living for it because it's summer and these lashes make it look 10 times better, which I'm really happy about. I'm just not rooting for the foundation. Foundation canceled. Honestly, it's completely canceled. But I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on my next video.
That's a real one in your reflection without a
pink and yellow look. Definitely gonna be using the pink and the yellows. Did I just point at the same pink? Oh my god. Just like a pastel yellow. Are you serious? Why does it focus? I don't understand why my camera likes to focus on this area when I'm like right here. I just don't understand. This pisses me off. Come on, camera. So to diffuse blush, you know,